So Donald Trump is now implementing that white men specifically are the victims of racial discrimination. So as soon as he stepped into office, what he then began to do was to destroy DEA hires. And he says white men are the victim of racial discrimination, which is such a lie and such a blatant untruth. Let's look at President Trump inside of Washington, surrounded by the Senate and the Congress. Let's see if it's racism against white men or if white men indeed hold all the power in this country.
Looking at this crowd, I do not see many people of color. Has anybody else besides me observed that? I'm fascinated by why that is.
On Martin Luther King Jr. Day, the most notable and one of the most high-ranking is Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, first Black woman to serve on the U.S. Supreme Court, notably appointed by Joe Biden as he wanted to follow in the footsteps of Jimmy Carter and appointing a number of women and Black women to the federal judgeships.
General Brown, chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, is probably there. In fact, that might be the side of his head.
There's so few Black people here that they're trying to name call certain Black people in the crowd, the news commentators, and they still can't even find them in that crowd. Because as we see, the seat of the government in true power and lawmaking positions resides only within white men in America. So Donald Trump and his racist behavior, this is why we told all believers to stay home on election day, not to vote Trump in, because Trump is against our people just as much as Kamala is. Look in that crowd. Do you see any of us here? So how could white men be discriminated against when they run the entire government? They are the face of the government, the brains of the government. And these are the ones running each and every state in our nation.
People of color. Has anybody else besides me observed that? I'm fascinated.
One guy, Black guy here in the front row, who is like a pastor. He doesn't have any lawmaking power. He's a stooge.
By why that is. On Martin Luther King Jr. Day, the most notable and one of the most high-ranking is Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, first Black woman to serve on the U.S. Supreme Court.
So none of us are there, right? This is what I want to establish. And now that Elon Musk has aligned himself with Donald Trump, why didn't Celestial prophesy that this was going to happen? Why didn't she prophesy that the richest man in the world would be the top advisor and run the government? And then Elon Musk on the inauguration day makes a blatant white supremacist Nazi salute in front of the whole world. Now that he knows he's next to Trump and Trump is the president, now Elon Musk can show his true character, that he's an Nazi. He's one of those. He's an extreme bigot and racial terrorist. So we're going to show you what happens now that Trump has taken office, that Celestial has misled and not prepared people for.
It's also illegal to give the Nazi salute in Germany and in Austria. So anybody minded to tell me that that's not what Elon Musk was doing must encourage him to go and do it in Germany and see what happens. And in fact, if you don't think it was a Nazi salute, why don't you do it at parents' night next time you're at your kid's school? Or just do it now if you're at work and see what happens. I think that's probably the best way to test it. Do it. Make sure you do it twice as well, and make sure you hit your chest first before you throw your arm in the air. It's also illegal to give.
The nations around the world are disgusted with America's behavior and the fact that they have a Nazi salute. These are the European nations are disgusted that Donald Trump and Elon Musk allowed a Nazi salute to be made during this inauguration. Let's look at that. We got Hitler and the Nazis right here. But the media, the news media, and the Trump administration wants to gaslight us and say that Elon Musk is just showing sincere appreciation from his heart.
And given the ADL?
Right.
ADL also said
It's also illegal to give.
Right. And the ADL, the Anti-Defamation League, refused to condemn Elon Musk, but they're quick to condemn Black people for anti-Semitism. So let me pull up a video right here. Elon Musk. Elon Musk rips those who accuse him of giving Nazi salute and that they need better dirty tricks.
this is a good comment. Hold on, Sister Brandy. Sister Brandy, she said they tried to destroy Kyrie Irving
Right.
over a link
Right.
and nothing else, but nothing over this.
Nothing over this salute.
Billionaire Elon Musk has sparked outrage after making a gesture during a speech celebrating Donald Trump's inauguration that many likened to a Nazi salute. Speaking at Washington,
If you look at Elon Musk walking up to the stage and podium, he's celebrating as though he won the presidency. Because in reality, he did, because he's the richest man in the world and he is the power and the advisor next to the throne of Donald Trump. So this was as much a win for him as being put in position to, quote unquote, rule the world or rule the earth. Celestial did not prepare the people for this. This is a failure. This is a spiritual failure. Look at where we are now that she has not prepared the people for. This is why we're bringing this up. Musk responds to backlash over gesture, right? Look at his celebratory nature. This is him really celebrating his own ascension as a world leader now for real.
making a gesture during a speech celebrating Donald Trump's inauguration that many likened to a Nazi salute. Speaking at Washington's Capital One Arena, Musk placed his hand on his heart before extending his arm forward, repeating the motion to both sides of the crowd. Social media erupted with historians labeling it a Sikh hail and linking it to Nazi and fascist symbolism. Critics highlighted Musk throwing ties to far-right politics, citing recent support for Germany's AfD party and Britain's Reform UK. Musk dismissed the backlash, calling it tired, dirty tricks on X, the platform he owns. His associate Andreas Stropper initially posted the clip captioning it "Roman Empire is back," but later clarified the gesture reflected Musk's feelings, stating Elon dislikes extremists.
He didn't really say it there, but there was where I saw he said he was sending love from his heart. So that's what he was doing to the crowd. But what I want to show you is that this is a complete lie. And when Elon Musk in times past has sent the symbol of love out to the crowd, this is in fact what it looks like. This is Elon Musk at a Tesla rally for his company, Tesla. Should I replay that? Did you see that, brothers and sisters? He put the gesture of a heart over his heart and extended both hands out. That's how he does a symbol of love from the heart. Now he gaslights us with a Nazi salute.
Yeah, I just found an article and it just said that he said that everyone is Hitler attack is so tired.
Right.
But it said that he didn't respond.
I've seen it said where he was saying that was him giving love from his heart, but this is how indeed he gives love from the heart. So indeed, we have a Nazi overlord in the White House giving advice to Donald Trump. Another thing that has now been the result of these false prophecies, I want to show you some other things too, that now we are an extreme right government right now where racial hatred and bigotry from the white man is going to take precedence. That's going to be the rule of law.
I voted for Donald Trump for one reason only.
This is one of the top racist minds in America. I forget his name. Put his name in there if y'all remember. But he gives a lot of racial commentary against Black people and pro-white racists.
His policies, if implemented, would slow the dispossession of whites in the United States. If you were to deport all illegal immigrants, if you were to think very hard about letting in any Muslims, all of this would slow the rate at which whites are becoming a minority.
Why are you so worried about the white dispossession of America?
Because I want my people to survive. Is that so strange? We don't control China. We don't control any place where whites are not a majority. And if we become a minority, we will not control our own destiny anymore. Ancestors built this nation. They did not build it with the intention of giving it away to Mexicans or Chinese or Haitians or to anyone else.
Do you consider, you keep saying your ancestors built this country. You consider that a fact?
Who else built it? I voted for Donald.
These are the blatant lies and racism against our people when it's Black people here that built America. So what I want to do is I want to share with the brothers and sisters here, with the body, a list of Black inventors and their impact here in America. It's so profound, and white people have invented almost nothing of substance. But what they did was steal the patents of our people and financially oppress our people so that they were able to buy patents at little to no cost. Can you pull that up?
I'm trying to find out what I did with it. Hold on, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh, I saved it.
Okay. All right. Until you get that, I'll play some more of what is going on in the interim.